Senator Bob Menendez, a Democrat, and his wife Nadine are...
They've been seen entering court hand in hand, but now it appears there may be a big legal split between Senator Menendez and his wife Nadine. The senator's possible defense was filed in secret with a federal judge. Today, that document is now public after the news media fought to get it unsealed. And in those documents, the senator's legal team writes that if the senator takes the stand, his story will clear himself. But that story could implicate his wife, Nadine. While the senator's explanations and the marital communications on which they rely will tend to exonerate Senator Menendez by demonstrating the absence of any improper intent on Senator Menendez's part, they may inculpate Nadine by demonstrating the ways in which she withheld information from Senator Menendez or otherwise led him to believe that nothing unlawful was taking place.
Political favors. See, it's on both sides. Yeah. More on theirs, but still. They both pleaded not guilty, but Bob Menendez's legal strategy could be, she did it. He's blaming his wife. How do you like that? So how do you think the jury's going to deal with that when the guy starts saying the wife did it?
First of all, it's never going to happen because there's a marital communications privilege and a marital testimonial privilege. So, you're really not going to be allowed to testify against your other spouse unless your spouse says, it's okay, just throw me under the bus and testify against me. Everyone that I've spoken to about this case, and I've actually read the legal papers, they're saying that she is going to invoke the marital privilege because she doesn't want him to testify against her. But what I can predict is that this marriage isn't going to fail. This marriage is not going to work out.
Is that in that brief?
It's not in the brief. It's just in here. They got married in 2020, and he wants to throw her under the bus. It's just not going to work out.
Why don't they have a mother and child provision like that? I would never testify against my child.
They should.
They could force you to talk about your own flesh and blood.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
What about this? I always want to start by saying, I think I'm biased. I try to be objective, but I've known Bob Menendez for almost 30 years. Yeah. I've worked with him on countless issues: Cuba, Nicaragua, immigration, Central American free trade. This Menendez that I read about here just does not jive, does not square away with the man I've known for all of this time. It's hard for me to understand all of these facts. I went to him with 100 issues with very rich clients. He never, ever did anything like this. And I will say this, and I don't excuse him, I don't justify him, because Bob is one of the smartest people in Congress. It's a low bar, but he really is one of the smartest people that I know, that I've worked with in Congress. Yeah. I think there needs to be more regulation of family members lobbying. Because it's not just Bob Menendez's wife, it's, siblings, it's spouses, it's all of this thing. And they do have an advantage that other people don't have. And a lot of lobbying firms have them on the firm and they don't even work. They don't even show up. They just have the names. The people of New Jersey are going to have a say on this. Bob has not said if he's running again. He's not running as a Democrat. He hasn't said if he's running as an independent. And I'll say this last thing. A lot of his friends, including me, when we saw this case, thought, this is not the Bob we know. Who is this woman and how has this happened? I mean, she suddenly showed up like in the middle of COVID, saying that she didn't know he was a senator on an IHOP.
But that's the thing. He didn't have the intent. He's saying, I didn't know what my wife was doing, which is why the marriage is over. But he's saying he didn't know.
Yes, but as a former very senior government official, we are literally sat down and briefed in skiffs on the fact that we have information that's of value to America's allies and our adversaries, and you will be targeted, you will be given opportunities because people can profit and gain off of information.
Looking at Bob Menendez, whose case was being put together, the women in the View have something to say that she knows Bob Menendez so much, and she's not sure that all these accusations, like dealing with the foreign board, corruption, taking gifts. Anna claims that she has worked with Bob Menendez for a very long time, and she has brought some rich clients to him, and there've never been any complaint like him asking money from anybody or any stuff. Something like that have never been done. But all these things that she's seeing, all these trades that are coming, she doesn't understand where it's coming from and how the Bob she knew many years ago, why would the Bob just change? They claim that this woman they got married in 2020. Bob met this woman in the IHOP and the woman walked up to Bob, and gradually they got married in 2020, which everybody is surprised at. How is somebody walk up to you and you just met the person and you guys just got married? So according to Anna, she and other friends have been thinking that she don't want to bias, but they know quite alright that it's involved with what is happening to Bob Menendez. Actually, before this lady came into his life, somebody like Farah said, 2015, they have accused him of something similar like this, but they were not very sure. And this woman was not in his life. So for such a scenario to repeat itself again, it means Bob is not free. So Farah said that's the truth. He needs to step down. He cannot represent the Congress, so he needs to step down from the Congress because he's not faithful. They could not just blame only the woman. He too needs to be blamed because 2015 we never saw the woman in picture. But why is all this happening now? So Bob himself is fishy. Bob is not right. For many things to be going ahead, it means Bob have approved of some. Bob have just taken advantage. Normally, somebody like somebody like Sonny, which is true, but you know, some of these, according to Anna also, according to Sonny say she knows one of Bob's child, the daughter, and that daughter have her own mother, and actually she's different, so she cannot really lay hands. Everybody is surprised that Bob himself will do this. They don't want to believe that Bob did that because they knew him for a very long time, and this had never happened. But this woman came to his life and all this happened. So they are trying to say that Bob need to watch his step. Bob really need to know what he's doing. As somebody like Anna again, Anna said that there need to be a restriction. Most of the time, people in power, their relative will take their names and use it because they have more access, more advantage rather than other people. In a way, those people are going to feel the consequences. Something that just happened like Hunter and the father. So they will take the father's name or the mother's name and use it. Then you will now be in trouble because they have access to that. So according to Anna, there's going to be a restriction about that. They should put a restriction about that. But you know, somehow it will be a little bit difficult to do that. So actually everyone is just according to Joe, if Bob Menendez does not really pass trial, it means he's going to go to jail. Actually, they say the wife, Bob say she doesn't know what the wife was doing, which means that they say Bob and the wife actually, according to Sony, they are going to divorce. That marriage cannot last because you cannot talk against your partner in public and the person don't react. Actually, what do you think? Do you think that Bob Menendez is guilty? Do you think the wife is going to leave him? Do you think he needs to go on trial? Do you think he needs to step down from Congress? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.